Hi everybody, welcome back for some more Tomb Raider Anniversary. Alright, so today we are starting another new level in this game. This level being called The Great Pyramid. This is the second to last level in the game. This is a level that, upon looking at videos of it on YouTube, the speedrun that I usually watch, just to see, around how speedruns can do this level, 100% speedruns that is, so not skilled people just playing through it quickly. It's about 12 minutes, and the comments were like, this level's really difficult, and that's what I'm prefacing this episode with, is people saying this level's difficult. I disagree, for the most part. Maybe I got lucky the 2 times that I played this level, once in practice, once in recording, but for the most part, I did fine, and I really enjoyed this level. A lot of people don't like it. I loved it. I thought it was really cool. This level is also, as you can tell from the video length, fairly short. But regardless, we have those micro SMGs, those mini SMGs. Look, I've finished the game at this point, and I still don't know what they're actually called. I can't ever remember. So we have those at this point, and I'm just going to waste the ammo just hammering these enemies. Just wearing them down to nothing and just killing them. Because that's what Look, when you got a lot of enemies, sometimes it's best to just kill them all as quickly as you can. I don't know, that seems like a weird concept to me, but apparently it works for some people. I don't know, killing things quickly, I guess it works. It worked for me in this case. Sarcasm. Anyway, next you're going to want to head up this ladder and get up here, and you thought you were done with enemies, right? Well, you were wrong. It's time to fight even more enemies. Now, one of the biggest problems that I have with combat in this game is targeting the proper enemy, and that comes into play a lot in this episode, definitely. Targeting exactly what you want to. For some reason, it's just weird. It never targets what I want to target, and I always have to try to adjust it, and sometimes the adjustments don't work properly, which is weird. But, I mean, for the most part, it's not big enough of a deal for it to be a legitimate problem and actually cause me to hate the combat in this game, because for the most part I don't hate the combat. I mean, the circle thing, the circle button doesn't always work. Maybe I do it wrong. I mean, I assume it works, but maybe I just am bad at it, perhaps, which is my fault, not the game's fault at all. Anyway, so in this room, I die in this first section, and it's not too difficult. I'm just going to briefly explain. When you shoot those things on the wall, it'll open up the pathway for what you're supposed to do. In this case, it opened a place where we can use the grappling hook on and run across the wall and swing. You're going to have to do this like 5 times or something in this level. It's ridiculous, but it's no big deal. You just want to jump over to this one. This first one's fairly easy. If you're wondering how I died, the first jump where I jumped onto that first platform before I did the grappling hook, I actually under-jumped. So that was it wasn't anything really difficult. My voice cut out there for some reason, like it stopped talking. It wasn't a problem. It wasn't that big of a problem for me. So it was an easy remedy. Anyway, so now with this one, they're starting to get a little harder. There's one in particular that I'll point out if I remember the exact order. It's either the next one or the one after, that I remember seeing people be like, that jump's impossible. I don't know how you managed to do that, and I managed to do it fine both times I've played it. I think, yeah, it is this one. So first we're going to deal with shooting this thing and then taking down some enemies. This is the worst part, is these enemies, because if you do die, these enemies will constantly respawn, and because of the way they shoot, they can combo you. just beyond belief, and it's fairly annoying. As you can see here, this is where the targeting thing starts to become a problem for me. It's not targeting the monster, and I have to constantly adjust it. So it's frustrating, but for the most part, it's not a big enough deal to cause legitimate problems for me. So you're going to want to make sure you have that shot all the way and get over here. Now this is what people have problems with, is doing this sequence of jumps here. I managed to do them fine, and I don't know how I did them fine, honestly. Because I even managed to do the sideways jumps that always cause problems for me. I did those just fine. So I don't know, it must have been some amazing powers that just overcame me and just allowed me to be awesome at video games for once. But something like that. I don't know. It was great, though. It was a great feeling to be able to do that. Anyway, so we're getting into slightly harder stuff now. I don't think I died at all for this one. Actually, this one's not too difficult. You just kind of swing and go to the other side. This one's not hard. The next one I died on a lot, and I'm not 100% sure why. I'm trying to remember. It was okay. It's the very, very last jump. I would always overshoot it and not make it onto the thing that we're aiming for. I'll point it out when we get there. I died maybe 5 times on this, just from a lack of being able to do the platforming. Thankfully, there's a checkpoint, as you can tell, at the beginning of every tier you have to go through, so it's not a huge problem. Anyway, so to begin with, you're going to want to shoot that, get over to this thing, grapple, and you're going to want to walk back and forth. That killed me a couple times because I didn't realize you had to walk back and forth. Next, when you get here, I was, I guess, undershooting, actually, because I was trying to hit that lower curved platform, and I would always not make it on there because I thought that was where you needed to go, but I was wrong. This next part killed me once. This door right here. This is not a big problem, actually. It's just a door. You have to just time. You have to have really good timing to do this level. Or not exactly really good. You just have to see what the pattern is and be able to replicate it as best as you can. So, for instance, right when those finish shooting and this door closes, you're going to want to go for it. There you go. Really, it's just a matter of judging when's the best time to go. Like, right there is the best time for me to go. It's not incredibly difficult, per se. Anyway, so here we are in this next room. This next room I actually love. I love the idea behind it, and I'll talk about that in a second. But first off, we've got monsters to face. This is the worst part. There's 3 of these things to face. And if you're wondering what that other thing is that's shooting rapid fireballs, that is actually a mirrored copy of what you do. It's a mirrored, like, fire lava version of Lara. It's really cool. I love this concept. So you're going to take both of you and get on this twisty thing. This thing that you can twist in the ground and it'll open these platforms. You don't need to twist this every time you want to get up on one of these platforms, which is slightly annoying, but it's not a big deal. So first off, when you climb up to these, it's the same thing. You just immediately jump back. It's not a huge problem. That pressure plate is actually going to shut that door, the one that Lara is standing on. So you're kind of have to find a way to get through that door. And I love this puzzle because it's something like this that you haven't seen yet in this game, and it's really, really new, and I've never seen it in any game that I've played. I don't know if it's ever been replicated or if this is a replication of someone else's idea. I don't know. All I know is I love the idea. It took me a while to figure it out, but once I did, it's really, really cool in retrospect. So here, I think I actually go the wrong way. Maybe not. I can't honestly remember. I went the wrong way at first, I think. And that was my problem. And then, yeah. So we'll get over here, and now you're going to want to pull this lever after you fight this monster. These monsters scared me so bad because I was not expecting combat when I went through there, right? So all of a sudden just have that music blaring just freaked me out. Anyway, that platform, that is how you're going to want to get rid of Fire Lara, I guess is what we'll call her. You get down here and you twist these open again. This is the only annoying part about this puzzle, is constantly having to reopen these platforms. So you're going to want to make sure that the mirrored Lara is jumping onto the platform where it's open now. Because when you do that, you're going to trigger this cutscene.
Talk about being your own worst enemy.
Yep. So that's going to allow us to get over here and not pick up shotgun ammo because we are full on the shotgun. And that's going to open the door. Now, I think from what I can remember, I make the mistake of going on the wrong side and closing the door and having to reopen it again, which is fine. It's not a huge problem. It's not too time consuming. As you can tell, if I cut it out, this video would be like 12 minutes. So why bother? Just keep it in, because why not? I mean, this is like a 13-minute or a 15... Gosh. It'll be like a 14-minute video or something after I add the end slate in. So yeah. It's just this level goes by really, really fast. It's set up for the next level. Because the next level, if I didn't already mention it, and here I am, surprised, I'm like, wait, did I seriously just go on the wrong side? What's wrong with me? Anyway, the next level, if I haven't mentioned it, is the final level of the game. I believe I've mentioned that in this and maybe the previous episode as well, but next episode is the finale of the Let's Play. So, that's pretty cool. So now we're going to want to jump over onto this side and go through this door. And we will finally be able to get out of this room. It's got a really, really cool puzzle. I did not expect to see this in this game, and I was pleasantly surprised, and I really enjoyed the puzzle. I really liked it. I thought it was cool. But anyway, moving along, this is the last room we have to deal with. I die right here. The cut, you could tell, I guess. Don't dive when you try to make it across these. I do dive on my way back, but I managed to do it through, like, crazy sorcery or something. I'm still waiting on my Hogwarts letter, but I managed to use, like, magic or something to dive across on my way back. It's pretty cool. But for now, you're gonna have to fight one of these flying demon things, which I hate. Apparently, these are the armies of Atlantis, or the monsters of Atlantis, or the minions of Atlantis, or something like that. It was revealed in one of the cutscenes that we saw, I think. I don't know. Regardless, now you're going to want to jump onto the other side and get across this. That's risky and heart-pounding, kind of, when you're trying to make that jump. It's close. You gotta put your heart in the cards. You know, the heart of the cards or whatever. In Yu-Gi-Oh! Look, it's been a long, long time since I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! That was, dang, I was young. Oh, childhood. I bought so many Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards too, and I never knew how to play the actual game. I'm just like, hey, this Blue Eyes White Dragon looks really cool. Anyway, so with that said, this episode is actually coming very close to the end. This is the end of the level, and you can see my time. I didn't get the artifact, I didn't get the relic, but with that said, thank you all for watching, guys. I really hope you all enjoyed, and I will be seeing you in the next one. Bye, guys.